Hi everybody, it's Marcy, and I'm going to immediately start working while I'm talking. So, as I'm recording this, it is October 1st, and I just got done watching Dear Julie Julie's announcement of the October Junk Journal Challenge, which is called give me just a second. I've got it up on my computer screen. I'm going to have to look. It is called October 2020 One More Time Junk Journal Challenge. And in essence, what we're going to do is we are going to copy very much what we did last month for the Stash Buster Challenge. Making all the same elements, just not the page elements where we have to make a whole page. And the idea is to be able to make stuff quickly and or finish up journals that we've started and haven't finished. Okay, that being said, a few days ago, Julie did for September the mini challenge and the challenge number 4. And I had an idea for that, but I barely got started on it when this challenge came out, so I'm switching gears a little bit to suit this challenge and get done what I want to get done. So here's what I'm getting done. First of all, before I start that, let me actually tell you what I'm doing. I've got these little bitty tags. They are 1 3/8 inches wide by 2 3/4 inches tall. And I am just using my Oohoo glue to glue some napkin down on them. The napkin, well, this is all I've got left of it. I've torn most of it up. But it's got some nice fall colors on it. So I just want to give these tags a little bit of color. Oh, I don't want to glue the napkin. That would tear it, I'm absolutely certain. Anyway, okay, so what I want to do is I had the thought that, you know, the holiday season is coming up. Fall is here, the whole holiday season with Thanksgiving and Christmas. And I can't be the only person whose normal holiday plans are going to be severely impacted by what's going on in our world with COVID and everything. So, the very least that I can do is try to, obviously I can't make up for what people are missing, but I can do my little part to try to bring a little bit of joy and happiness to someone's holiday season. So that being said, my idea, which I was going to start with the mini challenge, is my first goal is I want to make 15 little junk journals. And I know that's a huge undertaking. But and my deadline for having these done is I need to have them done on October 26th at the latest. I need to deliver this batch of 15 on October 27th. And they're going to be very simple. And I will actually be making 16. I will be making 15 to deliver, and 1 I will be making for myself that will be my official entry into the Junk Journal Challenge, because some of the elements are going to take too long, I think, for me to be able to make 15 of them. So I'm going to make as many elements as I can for each of the journals, each of the 15, but don't know that I will be able to get them all made. But I want to have one that I will keep for myself that, or doesn't have to be done at least by the 26th, to have at least one of each of the elements in. And for my journal, I'm going to be using the paper fabric cover that I just finished up. And that'll give me a good chance to just be sure that using that watered down Mod Podge isn't going to create problems with stickiness and stuff. But these others, I have a plan for, and as I move into it, I'll be showing you what I'm going to do, but they're going to be simple, like little, probably 12 sheet journals, which would be 48 pages total, and single signatures, and just very simple. But this first element, initially, I mean, I'm having to think about this, because initially I was going to pull out my wet Mod Podge and Mod Podge the napkins onto the tags, and then I thought that'll take too long to dry. So I decided just to use my glue stick, which I've done before. It's not my favorite method of, as Julie calls it, dry decoupaging, but it does work. And I'll need to trim all these down. I just wanted to get them started. And as I go on, I'll be using some digital kits that as soon as I get to those, I will let you know what they are. I've already got them ready to go, but I don't have them here in front of me. And this was something I knew I wanted to use a little bit of napkin, and I'm not sure what else I may want to use napkin in, but there may be something. So, thought I would just come on and do this, and can't believe I'm almost done. And then these will just be little embellishments. This will be my tag embellishment, which I believe there's an embellishment. I don't have the list in front of me right now, but there's using a tag to make a tag or card and a tag to make an embellishment. So these will be my little embellishments. And this is quick enough that I can get 16 of them done and have that way each journal can have one of these kinds of embellishments, and we'll go from there. Okay, I'm going to let my glue, even though it's dry glue, I want to let it dry for just a minute, and then I'm going to go around and cut the excess, and I'll come back to finish this up. Okay, everybody, confession time. I forgot to turn my camera back on. So, I've got now 16 of these little tag embellishments, and I'm going to tell you exactly what I did. You saw me gluing down the piece of napkin, or the pieces of napkins on each of these, and then I went and I excuse me, inked around the edges. I cut out these little autumn phrases from Calico Collage, autumn themed printable words. And everything I'm using in these journals, every digital I'm using in these journals will be Calico Collage digitals that I'd purchased when I first thought of this idea. And then all I did, some of the phrases, number one, I printed them at 5x7 so that they would fit on these little tags. Then some of them I still had to cut apart. Like this one says crisp days and cool nights, and it was one long strip, wouldn't fit on here. So I just cut it, glued that on, just tied a piece of fabric around the top and put a bulb pin through it so that it can just become a little tag embellishment on a journal page. So I've got 16 of them. One will be used in my journal that will have all of the elements in it. The other 15 journals may not have all of the elements in them. Okay, the other thing was that I had pulled out, I don't know, a week or so ago, my Christmas tubs. And in them, I found these 4 journals. And they're very simple little Christmas journals that I had made actually last year. And I've just got little tie closures on them. And I'll flip through one real quick. And when I made them, I was really just trying to use up some of my scrapbook papers and stuff like that, just kind of playing around, and then I'd put them away. It was probably too close to Christmas, or it may have even actually been right after Christmas. So I just kind of tucked them away. But they're very simple, nothing fancy. But little fabric flip over with some of the leftover napkin. These were napkins I had picked up at Goodwill. And I think that was part of the reason I did them, was because I was excited to have found those perfect Christmassy napkins and wanted to get them used in something. So what I'm trying to say is I have these. They're not fancy. They're not they're just not fancy. But if I absolutely start running out of time, It will help keep me from stressing out if I can tell myself, okay, instead of 15, if I can get a minimum of 11 made, then I'll be good, because I can add these Christmas journals into it. So my goal is 15, but I'm going to allow myself a little, I tied that wrong. I'll tie that off camera. I'm going to allow myself a little bit of breathing room. So be sure to join me as this marathon goes on. I think next I'm going to work on covers, and I think for my covers I'm just going to be using this Autumn Chill paper pad that I've got, and just making simple scrapbook paper covers. We'll see how that goes. Probably use fabric on the spine to help reinforce the spine. And I've made a little checklist here with each of the elements for Dear Julie Julie's challenge. Here we've got tags, and I made embellishments with the tags. And I separated them. Last month I was able to do, say, tags. Okay, let's do an embellishment idea and a tag or card idea. But this month I'm going to be going hodgepodge, because my first goal is to get these 15 journals done. And if I have to do my big journal that has every one of the elements in it at the very last minute, then that's what I'll do. So, until next time, everyone, sorry I didn't get the camera turned on, but they are made. They were very simple. You can do it without watching me. And until next time, please be safe, stay healthy, and happy crafting, everyone. Bye-bye.